Hey guys, Andrew Esquivel here, back with another review, and today I'm going to be reviewing a product from a company called Khanka. Now, they make this specialized hard case for the iMutu X6, which is iMutu's 30,000 milliamp hour external battery bank. Now, as I said before, this is a heavy-duty, thick, rigid, firm case for this external battery bank in particular. Now, we're not going to be talking about the external battery bank itself, but because this case is designed specifically for this battery bank, it has some relevance that we discuss this a little bit. So the iMutu X6 comes with a little carrying pouch, but it's made of some really cheap material. It falls apart immediately. So this is something I carry on me every single day, no matter where I go, no matter what I'm doing, just in case for emergencies. So it bears in mind that I should probably have a safe way to carry it and make sure this doesn't get damaged. So Khanka came out with this hard case, and it is really rigid. It's made from some really good material. It's soft on the inside, hard and durable on the outside. It's got this Velcro, I'm sorry, not Velcro, elastic band that really keeps the whole thing in here. Now, there are some design features that maybe should have been thought out a little better. Now, this case fits the charger here to the T, and that can be a little problematic because let's say we go over here to this netted area where we keep our power cable. Well, let's say we want to use that power cable while keeping this thing safe. That means you would zip it up and it goes all the way up to here. But in order to use it, that means we have to have the battery bank on an angle. And that angle puts a lot of stress, particularly on this part of the cable. Now, I'm using an Anchor Powerline Plus cable. These are some of the best cables that I feel you can get on the market. They're reinforced, they're very strong. So if you're using something like an Anchor Powerline Plus, doing this probably isn't as big of a deal as it would be if you were to use something like some small, cheap cable that you got for general purposes, like this. This one is nowhere near as well built as this cable, so this one might break if you continuously charge your devices while this battery bank is in the case like this. So that's something to think about. I wish they had put some sort of port on here where you could like loop a cable through if you really wanted to, but hey, you know, in order for security, sometimes you have to make compromises in the areas of convenience. Now, let's talk about some more things involving the case here, involving some compromises. Okay, so not a compromise. The fact that you can carry a cable nicely and it folds in. One thing to note is that the girth of this case is about 1.5 to 2 times, somewhere in between there, the girth, or width, whatever you want to call it, of the battery itself. So putting this in a pocket is going to take up some huge real estate. Now, that's why they have this loop right here. And this loop does not come with this metal little clamp, or this little anchoring thing here. It comes with a cloth lanyard, which was a really bad idea. See, this used to connect the cloth lanyard to this cloth loophole. As you can see, that didn't work out very well. It's a small, tiny piece of metal that you can't reasonably assume is going to stand up to the weight of this thing. The X6 is a huge battery bank. It is really heavy. So I got rid of the lanyard and just used one of these. This isn't going to break on me, and it easily loops into a belt loophole on my pants so that I can carry it externally so that I don't have to take up a pocket. That should have been the standard option. That is one reason why this isn't getting 5 stars on Amazon. It's getting 4. This is not expensive. It really should have been the standard. Other than that, we really don't have much else to talk about. It is a really sturdy case. You can't deny that. It works really well. It's tailor-made for this charger. It has the ability to hold some cables. It keeps everything safe. But at that same point, the costs you have to account for is, do you have the space to carry it on you all the time? Because it's huge. The battery itself is huge, but this is even bigger now. Do you have one of these laying around? They're cheap enough to go and get, and you really should, but, you know, this should have been something they had in the first place. I know I keep saying that, but it seems so obvious. You know, there's a point where, you know, the safety of the product just trumps the inconvenience of using it. I carry this with me every single day, like I said before, whether it's outside, inside, in the snow, in the heat, in the mud, what have you. You never know when you're going to need the battery bank for whatever situation. There's 1.5 million reasons to use it. Keeping it safe is priority numero uno. As far as protection goes, I'd say this case is spot on. Just a few tweaks to it that they could have made and it would have been perfect, but other than that, it's fantastic. It does its job, and I like it. I'd say if you were considering getting a protective case for this battery bank, this is definitely the one to get. They make a bigger version of this that is even taller to accommodate a charger. Should you want to charge this thing at any point while you're out and about, maybe you're on a camping trip and you go into town and you have some time and you want to charge this thing up when there's an open port when you're sitting down for dinner or something. That is a realistic kind of situation. But I'd say the battery bank's pretty huge as it is. There's probably not really going to be a chance that you're going to need to charge it separately in any situation. If you've got access to a charger, you know, why do you have this? But that being said, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helped. Hope it was informative. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, show your friends, check it out. Check out my other videos. I got plenty of them. And if you're watching this on Amazon, please, if this was helpful, give me a thumbs up. Tell me that this was helpful for you. Helps me out. If you're on YouTube and you liked what you saw, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. It lets me know that, you know, you like what I'm showing you. Anywho, thanks for watching, everyone.